Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is when you begin listening to this recording. This is the first of a series of recordings on the book of Isaiah, and it will be rather brief. The purpose is only to introduce myself, to give out the lecture plan we will have for this book, and to give you your first assignment. It is important that you do the appropriate assignment before each lecture. My name is Bakel. My wife's name is Lisha. Our two boys, their names are Joshua and Johan. I am from Holland. My wife is from Malaysia, and our two boys are born in Taiwan. My wife and we have been working with Youth in Mission now for over 30 years. Most of the time spent in Asia, particularly in Taiwan. The last 10 years we are in Kona, Hawaii, where I am heading up the School of Biblical Studies department. My wife is homeschooling our two boys. The lecture plan will be as follows. The first lecture is entitled The Purge of God. Then in lecture number 2, we're going to focus in on Isaiah chapter 6, which is the call of Isaiah. Now in the book of Isaiah you see two major historical narratives. One is on King Ahaz and the other one is on King Hezekiah, and we'll devote lecture 3 on those two. Lecture number 4 will be Emmanuel. Now in all of the, or at least many of the prophetic books, we see a big chunk on judgment on the nations, and we see that also in the book of Isaiah. And so lecture number 5 will be devoted on that. And then we conclude our series on Isaiah with lecture number 6, which is the comfort of God. The assignment is explained on the PowerPoint, and you need to do this before you begin listening to lecture number 1. Obviously, you need to read the whole book, like we do with all the books of the Bible in our SBS. After that, you only need to do the paragraph titles for chapter 1 to 39 for now. The paragraph titles for the second half of the book is only required when you get to lecture number 6. As you do your initial readings, think about what major themes go through the book. Dot those down. To begin working on your horizontal, observe first where the big division break might be. Then observe where the historical narratives in the book are, and group those together as a complete section. Observe where the judgment of the nations are, and group those together as one section. Now this all should help you find help you find the sections for the first division. Now for the second division, there is this repeated phrase, "There is no peace, says the Lord, for the wicked." And that concludes each of the sections. So you will see that there are 3 sections in the second division, and the breaks are at 49 verse 1 and 58 verse 1. Now after you have done all this, I want you to read once more chapter 7 and 8, and also chapter 36 to 39. Now these are the stories about the King Ahaz and King Hezekiah. Now I want you to compare the 2 stories and answer the following 4 questions. What crisis did the king have to face? What were Isaiah's words to the king who is in this crisis? What was the king's response to Isaiah's words? Why are these stories included in this book? Now you answer these 4 questions correctly and you have discovered a major theme of the book. So what do you think the main theme is in this book? Alright, I will finish this recording now so you can get started, and we will meet again when you are ready to listen to lecture number 1.